Hello there. My name is Renata. I live in San Francisco, and I am going to be showing you a little bit of the good, the bad, and the ugly of San Francisco. I'm going to be walking over to Union Square, kind of the main tourist spot here, one of the main tourist spots here, and tell you a little bit about what's been happening here in San Francisco and why I would like to leave here and retire abroad. So welcome to my channel, Retire with Renata, and I'll show you Union Square shortly. We are coming into the main drag of Union Square. Very lovely, some very nice hotels. We've got beautiful cable cars. Some new hotels that have just opened up, the Beacon Grand and the beautiful Western St. Francis over to the right. Where I stayed when I first moved to San Francisco in 2004. Went back to the East Coast, where I'm originally from, New York, and then came back here during COVID for a job opportunity. Now, San Francisco's Union Square area used to be such a bustling area with tourists and lots of activity. So this is a 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning. We've got some tourists out here, but we've really lost a lot of the tourists due to the homeless problem in San Francisco. They're trying to clean up San Francisco, but there's been so many homeless people that live on the streets, put up tents. There's Union Square. So many of our stores are closing. The majority of the stores that were in Union Square have closed. We've lost Nordstrom's. This Macy's across the street is going to close. It's been here since the 1920s. And it's because they just don't want to clean up this area. As you can see, there's some undesirable people that have taken over the streets here, and the government's really not doing too much about it. There's been a lot of retail crime here, where they go into the Louis Vuitton store, these organized retail crime gangs, and steal thousands and thousands of dollars worth of merchandise. So they have to put now armed guards out in front of Neiman Marcus and Louis Vuitton. So I'm going to take you down Powell Street now. There's the Westin St. Francis, and right next to it is a store that's been for lease for, gosh, probably about over 10 years. And right across the street, that huge store used to be an amazing tavern that the locals and tourists love to go to. Then they closed it down. It was there, I think, since the 1920s also. They closed it down. They made it a clothes store, and now it's out of business. Such a shame. There's so many stores for lease. Every other store here is for lease because of the homeless problem here. Looks like they're trying to clean up the streets a little bit, but still, Now there's no shopping. It's a little bit late now. We've lost our tourism. You know, this place should be bustling on a Saturday morning. But it's not. As you can see, it's pretty empty. So the stores can't stay open, or they don't want to stay open because of the crime here. There's another store across the street for lease. For lease. I don't think this hotel's going to make it. They opened up recently, the Barness. Across the street, another store for lease. We've got these kind of nut jobby people that are stoned out of their minds.
Oh, you lost your store again?
They beg. I mean, why would people want to bring their children here? Huge store for lease across the street. There's another store as we come to O'Farrell Street and Powell for lease. Across the street to the left, a big store for lease. Such a shame, because it was a beautiful, vibrant city when I moved here in 2004. And I moved back again in 2020. I was here for 8 years. Moved back to New York. Came back here, and very different city. This store is for lease. That store in the corner is boarded up and for lease. You know, these commercial real estate people, they think they're going to get the right price for these prime real estate here, but nobody's coming here. This is Union Square. It's about 9:30 now on a Saturday morning, and there's no tourists here. The store across the street to the right is for lease. It's really a shame, because San Francisco used to be one of the hottest tourist spots for tourists and also for conventions. Nobody comes here anymore. Here's another store that's empty for lease. Just walking down Powell Street over to Market Street. There's hardly anybody here anymore. Of course these stores are going to go under. That corner store, that tan building, that's also for lease. As you come to Market Street, which I am coming over to, you'll see some more of the kind of ugly part of San Francisco. Some of my favorite shopping has closed. They no longer have Anthropology, Pottery Barn, Nordstrom's, Nordstrom Rack, Offset. There's malls. Gap has been closed for like about 5 years. That was one of their flagship stores. Such a charming city. The government doesn't want to do anything about it. Now they have these guys walking around and trying to be neighborhood ambassadors and show the tourists where they should go and all that. But nobody's really coming here. Look, cable car. Usually there's lines everywhere, like around the corner to get on the cable car. Here is the Gap flagship store that's been closed for like 10 years. So here you've got like some of the crazy people, as you can see. I don't want them to grab my cell phone, so. But you know, this is what we're dealing with here.
Look at we made you.
I don't think this mall is going to last. There's a lot of stores closing in it. The Bloomingdale's is still there, but nobody's really coming. Even the locals don't want to come down here because of the crime, because of the homeless. You'll see a lot of people just sleeping in the streets. As you get further down Market Street, it gets kind of dangerous. So I don't want to be taping the fear of getting attacked. But this is the vibrant San Francisco that no longer is. And you know, it's such a shame because they could do a lot to clean it up here, but they don't. I mean,
Don't be walking up on niggas, nigga.
it looks a little better, but I mean, when I first moved back here, it was really bad. Now, there are certain streets here where they just put up tents on the sidewalk and live in their tents.
Bye.
So I don't know why. We pay a lot of taxes to live here. They wanna raise the taxes more to try to give these homeless a place to live. But I just wonder what's happening with the tax money that we're already giving them. So a lot of these people are mentally ill and drug addicts that aren't going to want to help anyway, even if we built homes for them or low-cost housing. So, my beautiful, lovely city of San Francisco is going out of business. I'll take you down some of the streets that aren't so nice, and they are right off of Powell Street, and there's hotels on them, but there's you know, just not the kind of element you want to be exposed to when you're on vacation. This used to be so packed. Well, what are you gonna do? My channel, Retired with Renata, I'm going to take you through some of the beautiful parts of San Francisco, not so beautiful parts, and why I want to leave and retire abroad. So please subscribe to my channel and push the like button and share my videos with others. My plans are to try to get my Italian passport and retire overseas, whether it be Italy or somewhere else, but I will have videos of that as well to walk you through. So you can see there's people that aren't such great element. And they walk the streets, beg. Some of them are drunk by 10 o'clock. So, of course, why would businesses prosper here? They used to, but not anymore. It's pretty sad when you have to have orange guards out the front of Louis Vuitton and Neiman Marcus. So, one of the side streets is O'Farrell, over by Union Square. I'll take you for a walk over there. See more for-lease signs. Retail for-lease. These are the areas where people will look for hotels to stay, but in the evening it's not really that safe. There's a lot of undesirables the further off Powell you get. It's still kind of in the Union Square area, so it's kind of still clean, but look, there's hardly anybody out, and not a lot going on. Yeah, so different than when I moved here in 2004. Such a vibrant city with so much going on. I like New York over San Francisco any day. New York bounced back after COVID. San Francisco's still struggling. The financial district, nobody is really there. Stores are closing. Restaurants are closing. They just can't make it. So I'll go to head over to Post Street in a few minutes, and let's see what's going on over there. I think, my fear is that San Francisco is going to turn into a ghost town. All of in the drugstore, everything's locked up. Toothpaste, makeup, soap, everything's locked up because they have too much theft here. I think the thieves know they can get away with like X amount of dollars, so because they'll go to jail. The jails are overcrowded, so they won't go to jail. They'll get away with it. Okay, here we are on, it's Geary. Another very vibrant area with hotels that are empty. Got people. Sorry. Somebody was just asking me for change. I work pretty hard to make my money. somebody really looks like they're down and out, I'll give them some change, but these people just want change so they can buy more alcohol and get drunk by 10 o'clock. So this is the vibrant Union Square. Across the street is the Playhouse. It's quite sad because it's a gorgeous city with so much potential. And of course another boarded up place here. Just so quiet. Where is everybody? What used to be a bustling city is now a lot of empty stores for lease that have been empty for years or just recently. Some of the stores going out of business. We have a really terrible homeless problem. We've got people that are on drugs and crazy, sleeping on the streets, drugged up and sleeping on the streets. I'm not sure why people would want to come here. So I don't know the answer to this problem. We have a very liberal government that is not cleaning up the streets and allowing people to sleep in tents on sidewalks not too far from the main drag of Union Square. As you can see, many stores just empty. Across the street there, for lease. Another store over here for lease. And the funny thing is that some of these stores have been out for lease for years. The rents are high. There's a homeless problem. Tourists aren't coming into San Francisco, and if they do, it's not like it used to be. Conventions used to be here, and that barely is happening. So what beautiful city San Francisco used to be is now just coming into almost like a ghost town. Another one for lease. I'm not sure who they're kidding with the way the streets are right now, plagued with homeless and crazy people on drugs. Here's another one. Across the street, another store for lease and boarded up. As I cross the street here on O'Farrell and Powell, another store for lease. People aren't going to come here to vacation if they have to deal with homeless people begging and drugged up. And be afraid to bring their families. Here's another store across the street for lease. For lease. We pay high taxes to live in this beautiful city. But there's nothing that's really happening to make it better. Here we are entering like the major hotel area of Union Square. That beautiful store This used to be an old-time tavern with live music that the tourists and the locals used to like to go to. Then they turned it into an express clothing store, and now it's out of business for lease. So hopefully San Francisco will see a better future, but for now it looks pretty bleak. There's the Westin St. Francis on the corner here. That store has been for lease for, gosh, I would say 10 years. I'm not sure what these real estate people think, that they're going to get the price they want for these stores. So anyway, just wanted to kind of give you a glimpse of the city that I live in, and I'm hoping to actually leave soon. Ciao for now from Retire with Renata.